Also being here 383, I guess Zach Murphy, he had a video. I'm going to read this thing what it says. Says, need a radio, is too quiet. I'm not going to kid you about getting a new radio and some of these other trucks, like older ones or newer ones. I'm not kidding, but some of the stupid wiring, I really hate for the fact that they really want people to have to do it this late in the wiring. I'm not going to kid to you about this, but what I'm going to point out to you about this, I admit when you don't have a radio, it is kind of quiet because of having a radio. The good and bad things I have to say about this. And I'm really gonna have to come out of show you my truck is that I have this same stupid issue, and even though I have like these halos and stuff, the only problem with it, they really have some silly wiring, like a silly plug. Let's try to have it locked. Another thing I really mentioned why I don't have power locks is because of the power lock thing. It acts all silly and all that stuff. I mean by it doesn't honk, the horn doesn't go off or anything like it should. And I don't know why people even want power locks and all that if it doesn't work like it's supposed to. So I would rather just go ahead and do it by the old manual way. I'm gonna show you the headlight thing, and I'm not kidding, but this is a pain in the butt to deal with. I really hate the thing about this and show you this to you guys, but this here's a big issue, is that part of it, yes, you know these halos that operate this light here, that thing, I gotta wire that up. I don't even want to mess with that stupid wiring. I don't know why they even have that out. It's kind of stupid. You gotta keep rewiring all this extra crap, but I'm gonna show you guys a wire. I'll have to show you what it is. Not just say other people can wire these up, but part of me, I don't want to fool with that stupid wiring. And another thing I have to say, if I can get to this thing, just some of these newer trucks, I say are newer engines, you have to keep on locating and find half this crap. It's a headache. Keep finding half of this stuff. Gotta feel what I'm doing in here so I can get to it. Crap. Here it is. I don't have this thing wired up, but I don't know if anybody ever wants to run LED headlights or anything, but the only problem with running LED headlights is that you have some kind of silly adapter, and you have to use, like, I guess a weird looking bulb. Your standard ones are no longer good, but it's just, I apologize for lighting and stuff, but I don't have a flashlight or anything. And next, even though the grill and stuff looks better, but you know, and your bait not too bad still. Even though the fact these LED halos, I really freaking like these headlights because of quality of them is pretty nice. Even older trucks, I'm not kidding, they look pretty nice. The standard ones, they're a little bit silly. They're the top ones, the older LEDs right up in here. That's LED, so still, you have a really weird lighting during the day is what I have. I mean, by one headlight lamp is this working, and you know, I'm gonna show you all the lights on. These are all the lights burning. But even though I don't have high beam because of this stupid bulb thing on it, but they should have just came out with a bulb opener to tell you some kind of idea, whatever it is, because they don't come with instructions on what kind of bulb to use or what's recommended for it. I think it's just kind of stupid that you had to keep on using all these ridiculous things, but even some headlights, they have a lamp in them. Pretty convenient, but I have to show you this thing. And another guy even said that he had this thing an issue, but the only problem, if you ever get a new radio, you're gonna have to get some kind of female wire to mount onto this, and you have to wire it up to your radio. And next, just for me to just get to it, I had to disconnect this thing here, unwire this stuff here. It's some kind of stuff in here right now, and it's like operates this panic light. You gotta disconnect that thing. There's stuff behind there. And that's the reason why I have it like this. And part of it, getting the freaking radio, I hate for the fact that even though you cannot go back to your standard radio anymore, the way that they have this stuff, I'm not kidding, but I really hate for the fact that you have to spend like $200-$300. And you know what I even mentioned? It's ridiculous on how much you have to pay for radios. And I'm not kidding, other people who had to deal with this issue, even if you go to Amazon, it like asks what's your year, make, and model. They're not too bad, but you know, half the stuff is looking for some of these different radios. It's like, for me, I'm not kidding, but I just rather just go with a plain Jane because I don't like all this stupid wiring this stuff requires. That right there is your antenna thing. You're gonna have to replace your antenna and all this other garbage. And I think for all this stuff, I had to go to Best Buy, and you know, they don't know the auto part, but I guess I probably should have took my vehicle over there so they could look at it. But you know, some people may not know half their stuff, and you deal with these stupid wiring. This right here, you're still gonna use that, but the only thing you're doing is just getting something that mounts onto that. And a harness costs about $200. I went to different places, and next out here in Louisville, I'm not kidding, some of the people, they do not really know their stuff, and I'm not kidding you guys about that. And then I've been wanting to show you guys this for quite a while. I forgot to show you that. It's like me and my grandfather, we custom painted this. You can kind of see a little bit of the shine to it, but even though a lot of people like the older trucks, I don't blame people for liking the older ones because they're easy to work with, they're plain and simple. But buying a new one, it's a headache with all that computer garbage in it. And that's the reason why I say one guy owns a diesel. His name is Loud and Proud, you know, his YouTube channel and all that. I understand that, but it's just a lot of other people, they even prefer, it's like the LEDs are not bad. But for me, if I had to do all this stupid wiring and all that garbage, you know what? The Halos are not bad, but my good and bad thing I'm going to point out is this. They do not tell you that by the instructions on what you should do for like the light bulbs, what's recommended for them. That's the one thing that's bad about it. And next, the other thing is that half the instructions, some people do not really understand what's going on with all this silly wiring and stuff. It comes up in them. For these Colorados, when you ever have to replace your headlights, you're really just going to have to do this for real. One, pop your hood open, and you're going to have to disconnect this, and part of it, there's like a mount inside of it. You can kind of see when you pop your hood open, it's like hidden right behind the grill. You're going to have to get like a flathead screwdriver just to get to it to disconnect all that. Then it should just pop right out. First they do this side, then do this one in the middle. There's one up in there. Then somehow you just gotta push it out a little bit. Then when they come out, I'm not gonna kid you about it, but really when you take them out, your top lamp, you really want to disconnect those. That's the first thing I really recommend to do before taking your grill out, because of once you take your grill out, your top headlights are really going to come out. And part of when you get two-piece headlight trucks with two-piece, the big downside I have to mention is that when you get these two-piece headlights, I'm not kidding, it's kind of ridiculous on how they sell them. And for me, I was supposed to be getting some more Halos for the top, but you know what? It was a pain in the butt, so I just went ahead and said this. I'm not worried about it. Forget that crap, it just sucks. And even though for the fact that the Halos, the different side from your stock headlight lamp is this. I'm not kidding, it's just a little bit of the yellow side is tucked in a little bit more, and it's like your stock headlight lamp, it sticks out a little bit more. But you know, and even though a lot of these wheels and stuff, I'm not kidding, you ever live in your truck, it's like you want to go with some custom wheels, but stance of it's not bad. But the only things I'm pointing out that from like what needs to be worked on, and I don't think I'm gonna work with it, is that the stupid radio, And I kind of showed you that, but really, another thing I'm going to point out is what I don't like, and I don't know how to say this, but other people might have this problem, is that when you have these freaking lamps, not lamps, but these antennas, is that these things here, they just kind of move a little bit. I don't know if you can really see this, but these kind of move. Like, see that? That's the antenna moving. But really, these antennas, they're just a little bit in the way. But for me, if I just wanted to replace the antenna, I'd probably go with one that comes out a little bit more. Probably at least up to here my finger is. Just trying to get some good lighting in here. I even apologize for even doing stuff at night. And I guess I've been trying to put up a video so you guys can see something today. And, you know, even though the wheels on it, I'm not kidding, but some off-road lights would be pretty cool to see. Because of the wheels and stuff, I'm not kidding, it's missing something there. I'm not kidding there, but you know, the front bumper, the gap in between it too, that is something there, and I don't know what I should do to adjust it. That's something I'll fix. But even though getting radios, I admit the fact when you drive around with them is this: you're gonna have to play music on your phone and all that. And you know, for me, you know, if I do YouTube and things, I gotta be careful just going around with playing music and all that stuff. You know, like other people prefer to have Bluetooth and all that. And then for me, getting better miles to gallon, for me, what I'd probably say what I did, because if I didn't do this, I'd probably be getting a little bit terrible what I'm getting now. But for me, I went ahead and ordered a turbo supercharger, whatever it is, from AutoZone and Amazon. It's right behind my stock intake box. It's a, what do you call it? It's a little hidden turbo. You put that in your intake, and part of it gives you more airflow. I kind of like them a little bit better, but you know, that's not actually a bad idea, because you need a little more cold air. And part of it for me, I really just say what I don't like about it. The things I'd probably would want to change out myself. I want to change out my radiator. I'm getting on that when it comes to be like a warmer day. And another thing I'm going to say is this: once I have that thing done, I'm going to show you how it runs and drives. That's what I'm going to do there. And another thing I'm going to do is for real, the stock exhaust, I really just do not like it, because it's so restrictive, meaning I'm limited to so much power and stuff. It's just, a lot of people say that these inline 5 cylinders, you're limited to what you could do to upgrades and stuff. But I'm not going to kid you about this, but part of it, what I don't like about stock trucks is this: one, the stupid stock intake stuff, the factory radiator, intercooler. I don't like that stuff, because you can't not really see the true power of the engine. And then another thing I'm going to point out, for the fact that the sound of it, I'm really going to have to give a crank up on it real quick, so what you guys can see. What I'm talking about is that the fact that the sound of the engine, it's so quiet. But it's kind of raining, but I'll probably have to do that this weekend on a video. I guess tomorrow I probably will put one up, because of when it's raining, it's kind of cold outside. And a lot of this other upgrade stuff, when I change out my exhaust, and what do you think I should do? Go with straight pipe, or go with the Flowmaster with a muffler in there? I don't know. Flowmaster with dual mufflers, something like that. Dual muffler, Flowmaster straight piped out thing. I don't know if you guys want to see that. Or either, I don't know. Or just dual exhaust in general, or glass packs. Which one would you really want to see the most? Because of, I'm wanting to do something a little bit better and less restrictions. Something would be pretty cool, and I'm not a guy who wants to do cherry bomb or anything like that, because of cherry bomb is kind of loud, and part of it, I'm not kidding, but I just don't want to be having it so loud it just wakes up people. So that's probably going to have to be about it for this video. But I guess you guys have a Hope you guys had a great day. Catch you guys in the next video. If you haven't, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. It's Beanhead383. And that's about it for this video. So it's a wrap. Peace. Catch you guys, I guess, tomorrow in the next video. Peace.